What is up, longevity lovers? My name's Christian Bates, and this is Longevity Power. Today I want to talk to you about the difference between society determining your state of health and you deciding for yourself just how healthy you want to be. Society is not that great health centered. It's not always about peak performance in greater society. And that is going to have an effect upon you and your subconscious. You see, if you look at the faces of Congress, or if you look at your average TV show, great states of health and being more human in a really beautiful, healthy, organic, rich way is not necessarily the central theme. Health is more fatalistically looked at. Your luck and your genes will determine your health, and there's very little you can do about it. Or just having good health is good. You know, just going to your primary care doctor, and they're like, well, oh, thank God, I got a clean bill of health. For me, that's way not good enough. And I invite you in this video to not only be like, yep, society's public look of health is really not up to par, but there's these two things. Okay, here's the thing. There are these two amazing concepts that are determining our consciousness's steering direction of where we go in our life and in our health and our ability to do things that we really want to do. And those two things are our self-esteem and our awareness. So I love researching more about what I'm already aware of in terms of human health and other passions. But what I really want to know about is what I don't even know I'm not aware of. So I'm very fortunate to be lucky enough to stumble upon the things that I'm now aware of. And I hope that this video somehow leads to you being more aware of that which can really serve you. But even if we were all aware of the greatest possible action steps and fitness routines and nutrients and herbs, and even if we were in a society where everything was organic and everything you did was healthy, like even looking down at your cell phone and having a crunched neck was somehow healthy for you, which is not, even then you would still need that magic ingredient of self-esteem. Now, not everyone is going to be 100% in self-esteem 100% of the time. I'll have some times where I'm fuck it style, or even what I usually think about is I'll have times where I'll have the opportunity to up-level my health, or I'll be able to do something, but then I don't. I just want to take it a little bit easier, and I try not to let those times add up. I try not to make that too much of a habit. I like to make health gains every day, and I associate health with pleasure. In fact, for me, I've never had an issue with, at least not in my adult life, I've always associated health with pleasure. Anything less than great health and great peak performance and great vitality, I've associated with pain, and I've always felt that I deserve great health. I just always felt that I do. But a lot of people watching this video might feel that maybe just in an unconscious way they don't feel like they deserve it, or very common is that they will put other people first before themselves. And that can be really beautiful. I mean, putting your family first, whether it's your dependents or your extended family or your lover, I mean, that's beautiful, but you must take time for yourself. Because if you don't, eventually your family's going to have to take care of you, and that's not what you want for them. It's so important to make those decisions, which are not necessarily huge, gigantic decisions where you have to give up stuff and be like 100% Olympic athlete all the time. Sometimes that's cool. I address my health as if I were an Olympic athlete, but what you're really doing is just changing a few things up every 24 hours. You're always doing something all the time, so you could just make a few different selections. If you've stumbled upon this video, chances are you are lucky enough to actually have greater selections, especially thanks to 20 years of the internet and just more people sharing their experiences and more people starting businesses now. Like, we're in an amazing time where not only are we cherishing new technologies, but also ancient, ancestral health values. I for most people, your medicines that are in front of you, your herbs, are going to be like cigarettes, pharmaceuticals, drugs, and alcohol. And that's all that's like in front of you. You don't know that there's a selection of so many other nutrients that make you not only give you good pleasure in the moment, but actually lead to long-term health. Or in terms of food, there's like sugary gluten thing and sugary gluten bomb, and that's all we eat. And until we actually stop eating that for more than a day and eat some way healthier things for more than a bite, then only then will we actually have a good reference point for just how awesome having a great state of natural vitality is, and how much that can help us perform in all the areas that we value. I have always just thought that health is cool, and it feels amazing. And it's just like the whole idea of like expanding my consciousness through bolstering my body is just such a cool concept. For some people, that's not as interesting. What interests them is what health can get them in whatever field. So let's say you love math. Somehow being healthy is going to have a great impact on your brain, and your brain is going to have you be able to do your math or physics skills better. Whatever it's going to be. A lot of people, being more vital, having more energy for your family, being around for your family. So I was saying, public society kind of sucks. It kind of blows when it comes to health. We live in a Christian society where a lot of people are more curious about what it would be like to be dead and go to heaven than what it would be like to be around for our great-grandchildren. I just had to put that out there. I think that the value is there. So a lot of us, we actually take the time to be like, all right, my old way of life, standard, like subpar health is no longer the expression of my soul. I want to do something else. Some people are lucky enough to just kind of do that for the purpose of pleasure. But a lot of people do it because they hit rock bottom. And because of that state of rock bottom, there's something in them, the pain is so great that they actually are driven to make new habits, to abstain from what no longer serves them, and to add in what hopefully will. And that's all beautiful. So however, and because of each of us, we're unique and delicate snowflakes, each of us gets to be on this path of greater health and performance. I was saying that, health. Sometimes I don't even like the word health, because it's just so generic. Or even like peak performance or vitality. It's so general sometimes. However, I associate those terms with pleasure, and I associate them with like higher states, not just like, going to your primary care doctor and they're like, clean bill of health. I was like, that's not good enough. I was going to ask you to put in the comment section below, what are ways that I or someone could help you gain more self-esteem? And we can't. You get to decide that for yourself. The truth is that you do deserve, you are 100% worthy of any health goals you can conceive of taking the time for yourself, which isn't necessarily taking time away from other things, or maybe it is. It's still worth it. You are worthy. You are everything. You are the whole universe is in you, and I look forward to seeing you grow and prosper because of that beauty of you realizing, wow, I'm so worth it. I just am. And not only because of the infinite value of your own consciousness, but in the unknown, ever-growing value of what you can do for others. And it's all going to be centered on how you take care of yourself. So, in the comment section below, you can write anything. You could write, pretty good videos, hope you make them more often. Or you could just share a story. I mean, I just think that sometimes when I think about, when I see someone they have like a light bulb in their mind, and they are like, whoa, that I can do this. I can take this food. Well, I can do this fitness activity, and like, wow, it creates this whole just beautiful human soul beauty in them. It's just the most amazing thing. It's not just about, okay, I'm going to go gluten-free now and somehow I'm going to conquer. It's like, it has to do with the intimacy of who we are. But it is also about making specific accomplishments that are very logical and rational. All right. My name's Christian Bates. I'll see you very, very soon.